Pteridophytes. Pteridophytes include the ferns, the horsetail, Lycopodium, Selaginella, Dryopteris, etc. The pteridophytes are the first vascular plants on the earth. The first plants which grow on land with phloem and xylem, vascular tissues, evolved first in the pteridophytes. These are the first plants which have vascular tissues, phloem and xylem. What kind of habitat they prefer? Pteridophytes prefer moist, damp and cool places. They are found in moist, shady and cool habitats. The main plant body is called sporophyte. The sporophyte is the dominant phase in their life cycle. It is well developed and differentiated into stems, roots and leaves. The plant body of the pteridophytes is not thalloid. Unlike algae and bryophytes, the plant body is differentiated into stems, roots and leaves. The plant body is not a thallus. Leaves. The leaves are called microphylls and macrophylls. Smaller leaves are called microphylls, which are found in Selaginella. The leaves of some species are larger, called macrophylls, example in ferns. Now sporophylls and sporangia. On the undersurface of the leaves, of pteridophytes, there are certain circular brown spots. These are called sporangia. The sporangia are visible on the undersurface of the leaves as brown spots. The sporangia are certain areas, certain structures where the spores are formed, sporophylls. The leaves which bear the sporangia on their undersurface are called sporophylls. So sporangia develop on the undersurface of the leaves which are called sporophylls. Now sporophylls of pteridophytes are arranged into a compact structure which is called strobilus or cones, plural number strobili. Strobili or cones. Life cycle. The life cycle of pteridophytes includes sporophyte and gametophyte. The sporophyte is the dominant phase. Gametophyte is very small and reduced. It is not photosynthetic, it is not free living. It is photosynthetic, but it is very small and reduced in size. The dominant phase of the life cycle is sporophyte. Sporophyte means the main plant body. The main plant body is differentiated into stems, roots and leaves. It is photosynthetic and free living. Now, on the sporangia, which are present on the undersurface of the sporophylls in the main plant body, that is sporophyte, there are some specialized cells called spore mother cells. The spore mother cells are diploid. They undergo meiosis and form haploid spores. The haploid spores are the spores which will develop into gametophyte. In some plants, the spores are of two types, microspores and megaspores. But in some plants, the spores are of one type. The spores develop into male gametophyte or female gametophyte. The gametophyte of the fern is called prothallus because it is thalloid. It does not have roots, stems and leaves. It is small, it is reduced. It is not free living, but it is photosynthetic and free living. The prothallus is very small, very reduced thalloid. So it is called prothallus, but it is photosynthetic and free living. The microspores develop into male prothallus. Megaspores develop into female prothallus. Two kinds of spores are formed by meiosis from the spore mother cells: microspores, megaspores. Microspores develop into male prothallus. Megaspores develop into female prothallus. In the male prothallus, the male sex organs are born, antheridia. In the female prothallus, the female sex organs develop, which are called archegonia. In the antheridium, antherozoids are formed. The male gametes or antherozoids are formed, which are biflagellate. In archegonia, which is born on the female prothallus, an egg is developed. One female gamete is developed. Now, from the antheridia, the male sex organs, antherozoids are released. One antherozoid comes in contact with the egg which is present in the archegonium on the female prothallus. From the antherozoids, antheridium, antherozoids are released into the surrounding environment. One antherozoid fuses with the egg which is formed inside the archegonia in the female prothallus. Now, fusion of antherozoid and one female gamete results in the formation of a diploid zygote. The zygote develops into multicellular embryo by mitosis. The embryo gradually develops into the sporophyte, that means the main plant body, which is a diploid. The zygote develops into the sporophyte. So sporophyte produces the gametophyte. Gametophyte produces the sporophyte. This is called alternation of generation. Now the pteridophytes which produce only one kind of spore, all the spores are of same type, they are called homosporous. But some species produce two kinds of spores, microspores and megaspores. They are called heterosporous. The microspores form male gametophyte, megaspores form female gametophyte. Please remember, the zygote develops into embryo, that means development of embryo occurs in the archegonia, female sex organ, which is born in the female prothallus. This is a precursor to the seed habit that will evolve in gymnosperms and angiosperms. This is the beginning, this is the precursor of the seed habit that will evolve gradually in the higher plants like angiosperms. Embryo develops inside archegonia in the female prothallus.